Have you ever wondered why Eastern homes always seem so organized and clutter-free? What if I told you that there is an ancient secret that can completely transform your home and your life, eliminating once and for all that feeling of suffocation caused by too many objects? The truth is that while we in the West live surrounded by things we don't even use, there is an ancient philosophy that teaches exactly the opposite. It's about valuing emptiness, free space, and understanding that less can be infinitely more. Imagine what it would be like to wake up every day in an environment where every object has its place and purpose, where you can find everything quickly and feel an inexplicable peace just by being at home. What you'll discover in this video could change your relationship with your belongings forever. I'll show you why keeping useless things isn't just a waste of space, but also a mental prison that hinders your prosperity and well-being. If you don't apply these teachings, you'll continue to live in chaos, wasting time looking for things, spending money buying things you already have at home, and carrying an emotional burden that you don't even realize exists. Get ready to discover 10 secrets that will revolutionize your home and your mind. Each tip I'm going to share has been tested by generations and proven by modern science. Stay until the end because the last tip is the most powerful of all. Tip 1. The one-in-one-out rule. The first fundamental lesson is to understand that every space has a limit, and when we respect this limit, our life flows better. Many people accumulate objects without realizing that each new item should mean the departure of another. This happens because we have been conditioned to think that having more is synonymous with success or security. Eastern philosophy teaches us that for every new object that comes into our home, another must leave. It's not just about physical organization, it's about energetic balance. When we apply this rule, we force our brain to make conscious choices about what really matters. In practice, it works like this. Before buying that new blouse, you need to choose one from your closet to donate. Before bringing another utensil into the kitchen, another one needs to be removed. This simple process creates a powerful mental filter that makes us question every purchase. The benefits are immediate. First, you save money because you make fewer impulsive purchases. Second, you keep your home organized without any extra effort. Third, you develop mental clarity to make better decisions in all areas of your life. When your home is balanced, your mind is also calmer and more focused. Tip 2. The power of empty space. There is a concept called ma, which literally means pause or interval. It is the profound understanding that emptiness is not the absence of, but the presence of possibilities. We Westerners are terrified of empty space and try to fill every nook and cranny in our homes. But this is exactly the opposite of what we should be doing. Empty space allows energy to circulate freely. When every surface is covered with objects, when every drawer is crammed, we create energetic blockages that are reflected in our personal lives. It is like trying to breathe in a room with no ventilation. To apply this concept, start by choosing a surface in your home, such as your living room or kitchen table. Remove absolutely everything and leave only one or two essential objects. Notice how you feel when you look at this clean space. The feeling of relief you experience is real and measurable. Extend this practice to other spaces gradually. Leave at least 30% of each space empty. Your drawers, cabinets, shelves, everything should have room to breathe. When you do this, you'll automatically become more selective about what you decide to keep. Plus, cleaning becomes easier, you'll find things quickly, and your home will exude a sense of peace that everyone will notice. Tip 3. The 3-month technique. This revolutionary technique helps identify objects that are true parasites in our home. The idea is simple but powerful. If you haven't used something in the last 3 months, you probably don't need it. Our brains have difficulty assessing the real usefulness of objects when we are emotionally attached to them. The problem is that we keep things just in case, or just in case. This scarcity mindset causes us to accumulate objects that we never touch again. each unused item takes up physical and mental space, creating an invisible but real overload. Get a box and put everything you haven't used in the last 3 months. This could be a piece of jewelry you've been storing away, clothes you don't wear, forgotten kitchen utensils, or books you haven't opened. Seal the box with today's date. If you haven't had to open the box to get anything in 6 months, donate the entire contents without even looking. This exercise frees you from the emotional burden of, what if I need it? The reality is that we rarely need the things we keep as a precaution. When you get rid of these items, you free up physical, mental, and energetic space for the things that truly add value to your life. Plus, someone who really needs them will benefit from them. If you like these tips, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content about organization and well-being. And tell me in the comments where you're watching this video from. I love knowing where in the world you're following me from. Tip 4. The conscious touch method. Before you keep any item, there's a powerful question you should ask yourself. Does this item bring me joy or serve a clear purpose in my current life? This isn't just a practical question. It's an exercise in deep self-awareness that connects us with our true needs. We often keep things out of habit, out of fear, or because someone gave them to us and we feel guilty about throwing them away. But every object in our home should be a conscious reflection of who we are today, not of who we were in the past or who we think we should be in the future. Take each item in your hands, feel its weight, its texture. Notice what emotion arises when you touch it. If it is indifference, irritation, or a heavy feeling, then that object no longer belongs in your life. If it is joy, gratitude, or a sense of clear usefulness, then it deserves a special place in your home. This method works because our bodies are wiser than our rational minds. They intuitively know what feels good and what drains our energy. When you apply the conscious touch, you naturally begin to make better choices about not only what to keep, but also what to buy in the future. Your home becomes an authentic reflection of your personality, and this brings a deep sense of harmony and well-being. Tip 5. The rule of multiples. One of the main causes of clutter is having too many objects that do the same job. How many pens do you have lying around the house? How many cell phone chargers? How many towels do you never use? This unnecessary multiplication takes up valuable space and creates mental clutter. The minimalist philosophy teaches us that for each function, we should only have what is necessary, plus 1 or 2 extra. This applies to everything: clothes, utensils, decorations, cleaning products. When we eliminate unnecessary items, our lives become simpler and more organized. Take inventory of each category of items in your home. Count how many basic t-shirts you have, how many glasses you have, how many beauty products that serve the same purpose. Choose the best items from each category and donate the rest. Keep only what you really use and love. The result is transformative. First, you save time because you don't have to choose between 15 similar options. Second, you save money because you stop buying things you already have. Third, your physical space increases dramatically. Fourth, cleaning and organizing become infinitely easier. Your mind is clearer when you don't have to process so many unnecessary options in your day-to-day life. Tip 6. The single function principle. Every object in your home should have a clear function and a specific place. This may seem obvious, but most people keep things without a clear purpose or in random places. When an object doesn't have a clear function, it becomes a dead weight in our lives. The problem arises when we keep things because they might be useful someday, or because they were expensive. But if an object has no specific current use, it is simply taking up space and mental energy. Every messy drawer, every closet full of things with no clear purpose represents a decision that has been postponed. Examine every item in your home and define exactly what it is for. If you can't explain in a simple sentence what it's currently used for, it probably doesn't belong there. Shoes that no longer fit, clothes that don't match your current style, utensils that you never use, all of these should go. When you apply the principle of single function, your home becomes an optimized environment where every object has real value. You save time searching for things. You save money because you don't buy duplicates, and you gain peace of mind because your environment reflects clarity and purpose. It's like living in an improved, more efficient version of yourself. Tip 7. The stagnant energy technique. Objects that have been sitting around for a long time accumulate stagnant energy that can negatively affect our mood and motivation. This is especially true for clothes we no longer wear, forgotten decorations, and utensils left in drawers. This stagnant energy is reflected in our personal lives as procrastination and lack of clarity. There is a deep connection between the movement of objects in our home and the movement of energy in our lives. When we keep things we never touch, we create energetic blocks that can leave us stuck in old limiting patterns. Identify the dead spots in your home. That drawer you never open, that closet full of forgotten things, that decoration that has been in the same place for years without you even noticing it anymore. These are pockets of stagnant energy that need to be moved. Remove everything from those dead spots and make conscious decisions about each item. Get rid of what you no longer need, rearrange what you will keep, and make sure that everything has regular movement in your life. When you do this, you will immediately feel a shift in the energy of your home and, consequently, in your personal disposition. It is like unclogging a pipe. The energy starts flowing freely again. Tip 8. The emotional inventory method. Not all the objects we keep have practical value. Some carry emotional weight, mementos of relationships that have ended, gifts from people who have hurt us, or symbols of phases of life that we have overcome. These objects can be real anchors that prevent us from moving forward. Emotional attachment to objects is natural, but when it becomes excessive, it can trap us in the past. Every emotionally charged item in our home is like a constant reminder of pain, frustration, or regret. Our subconscious mind registers these signals, and our life energy diminishes. Take an honest emotional inventory. Take objects that hold a strong emotional charge and ask yourself, does this item strengthen me or weaken me? Does it inspire me or sadden me? Does it connect me to who I am today, or does it hold me back? Be brave enough to let go of things that carry negative energy. When you clear your home of emotionally toxic objects, you create space for new experiences and healthy relationships. It's a profound healing process that results in increased self-esteem, mental clarity, and the ability to move forward. Your home becomes a sanctuary that nourishes your soul instead of draining your energy. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transformed my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's continue with the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 9. The philosophy of enough. One of the most profound Eastern lessons is knowing when we have enough. In a society that teaches us that we always need more, this wisdom is revolutionary. Enough is not about deprivation, it's about conscious abundance. It's recognizing that we already have everything we need to be happy. Constant dissatisfaction makes us accumulate objects in the hope that they will fill an emotional void. We buy things to feel better, more beautiful, more accepted, more secure. But this void is never filled by external objects, and we end up creating a prison of belongings that steal our time, money, and energy. Practice daily gratitude for the things you already have. Before you buy something new, pause and ask yourself, do I really need this or do I just want it? This simple question can help you avoid unnecessary purchases and help you appreciate what you already have. When you feel gratitude for your belongings, you automatically take better care of them. The result is liberating. You save a lot of money, have more time for meaningful experiences, and develop a healthier relationship with consumption. Your home becomes a reflection of inner contentment, not anxiety or the need to impress others. It's a form of wealth that doesn't depend on having more, but on deeply appreciating what already exists. Tip 10. The weekly renewal ritual. The last and most powerful tip is to create a weekly ritual of energetic renewal in your home. This means taking a few minutes each week to evaluate whether there are new objects that no longer serve you or if anything needs to be rearranged. It's like a constant energetic cleansing that keeps your home in good shape. Many people organize their home once and expect it to stay that way forever. But life is dynamic. Our tastes change. Our needs evolve. A system that works today may not work a few months from now. A weekly ritual ensures that your home evolves with you. Pick a day of the week, like Sunday afternoon, and spend 15 minutes walking around your house with a critical eye. Is there anything out of place? Anything that no longer makes sense to be there? Any new objects that need to find their permanent place? Use this time to make small adjustments that will prevent big messes in the future. This simple habit completely transforms your relationship with your home. Instead of chaotic cleaning, you maintain a constant flow of order and harmony. Your home becomes a living, breathing organism that constantly renews itself. In addition, this ritual keeps you aware of your consumption patterns and helps you make increasingly better choices about what enters your life. Now you know the 10 ancient secrets that can completely transform your home and your life. These aren't just organizational tips. They're profound principles that teach us how to live with more awareness, gratitude, and purpose. When we apply this wisdom, we create an environment that nourishes and inspires us every day. Remember, an organized home is a reflection of an organized mind. When you remove the excess, what's left is pure essence. Start applying one of these tips today. Choose the one that resonates with you the most and take the first step. Your life will never be the same again. Tell me in the comments which of these tips you'll apply first and what your experience was like. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content about organization, well-being, and personal transformation. Which of these secrets surprised you the most? Did you already know any of them?